Welcome to American Dream TV. I'm your host, Steve Garrett. Today, we're in Greene, Ohio, where we're gonna give you a taste of history. We're gonna learn how some iconic foods got their start. Plus, we have a huge announcement for the summer that's gonna be music to your ears. My first guest is John Menches from Menches Brothers. John, welcome.
Thank you, Steve.
Great to have you on the show. And so I want to talk about, there's some iconic foods that Menches Brothers has created. So talk to me about the invention of the hamburger.
Well, the invention of the hamburger, we are the great grandchildren of Charles Menches, who invented the hamburger in Hamburg, New York.
Okay.
For everybody always wants to know where the hamburger come from. It's named after Hamburg, New York, which is just a little south of Buffalo. The invention came about because of necessity. The social norms of the time of 1885, ground chuck was taboo for the people. It was only for the poor people. Now, when you go to a festival, only the elite goes to the festival. So sausage was king. And before we had our hamburger, we were very good in sausage sandwiches.
Okay.
My great-grandfather had to improvise because we ran out of sausage. They had to go get some ground chuck. So they took the ground chuck, did us like us a typical American, patted it up,
Right.
put it on the old black skillet, heated by a stove with either wood or coal, and voila. And there a passerby came by, he says, "Hey, that smells pretty good. What do you guys have there?" So the gentleman tried it. He says, "Hey, this is pretty good. What do you call this?" And my great Uncle Frank was standing there. He didn't have a clue what to call this sandwich. So he looked up and he saw the banner for the Hamburg Fair. He says, "It's a hamburger."
Oh, that's awesome.
Now you got how to start.
Well, John, thank you so much.
Thank you, Steve.
I appreciate it. And I will definitely be diving into some of the hamburgers soon. All right, we're about to take a big bite into the King James burger. We've got bacon, jalapenos, cheese, crispy onion. I mean, barbecue sauce looks absolutely fantastic. Oh, yeah, that's amazing. Juicy, a little bit of spiciness. That's great. I'm gonna finish this up, and then we're gonna head over to the cab building to see the mayor of Greene and have a little sit down with him. Here we are at the Central Administration Building in Greene, Ohio, and we're about to talk to Mayor Rocco Yeargin about what's coming up in the summer series. From food to fun, we're sitting here with Mayor Rocco Yeargin from the city of Greene. Talk to me, what actually got you wanting to be in city government or public service?
So I started off as a lawyer and had been practicing law for 25 years, and I had a very people-oriented practice. But I always had inside kind of this desire for public service. So about 2017, I had the option and opportunity to run for city council. And when I took that job here in Greene, I really fell in love with it. And it started to take over my passion. It started, believe it or not, become the first thing I thought of in the morning, the last thing I thought about at night. At one point, my wife says, why don't you just do this full time? The current mayor then became term limited, and it gave me a chance to run for mayor.
Oh, that's fantastic. All right, Rocco, you brought me outside. Where are we at?
We are at the City of Greene Amphitheater. This is going to be the spot of a summer concert series this summer.
Nice, awesome. And talk to me as far as what can we expect if we come out to this concert series?
So first of all, it's generously sponsored by Sarah Auto Park.
Okay.
It's going to kick off June 7th with a Rascal Flatts tribute band. At the same time, there's going to be an old folks track meet, which I'll be partaking in, right across the street. On June 14th, there is an Elton John tribute band, and then the series will culminate in July 19th with a Taylor Swift band, a dance night.
That's fantastic. Thank you for taking the time out of your insanely busy schedule.
Thank you, Steve.
All right. From food to community fun, there's a ton to do this summer in Greene, Ohio. I'm Steve Garrett, your host of American Dream TV, and until the next episode,